guys already know how to, you know your ABCs, so then what is this?
Thank you.
What about this? What about that? One more? What does it say? It's good, you guys are thinking about it. You're problem solving already. So that's another big part of my job. One part of my job is playing a little bit. Another big part of my job is problem solving. You guys are already good at those kinds of things. So this is my name. It's Seth. It's kind of a weird one, huh? It's kind of a weird one. Do you guys know what my job is?
No. Working?
Yeah, you gotta work. I gotta like pay for food and place to live. Teaching is part of my job.
Exercising?
Exercising is definitely part of my job. I get more than I need sometimes. What? Those are great guesses. What? Man, I am terrible at basketball. I should probably practice some more. Yeah, you gotta practice. If you want to be good at something, you gotta practice. What do you think? Football, I tried football a little bit. I was better at soccer and surfing. But doesn't mean I didn't try, because you never know unless you try.
Like I could do soccer.
Cool. All right, you guys, listen. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my job. You're okay. If you get questions, I'm going to give you guys a chance, and I'm going to say, do you guys have questions? And then you can raise your hands, and I'll ask you what your question is, okay? So my name is Seth, and my official job that I'm coming to talk to you guys about today is an artist. So all of those things that you guys were saying, I get to apply to my job. So if I want to create a painting or an image or a design for somebody, the first thing I have to do is play a little bit. So that means that I don't know what I'm doing all the time. I have to figure it out. So that's where I use problem solving. Like, okay, so I want to make this thing that looks like this, and I have these tools to use. I have to figure out how to make them mix together so that I can make the art. Hold on, I'll ask your questions in a minute. Don't forget it though, okay? So, but before I was an artist, I was just a person, which is pretty much a full-time job. And what is important about that is this one very important thing. How many of you have already had somebody say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Somebody said that to you already? It's important because you got to start thinking, you got to start planning, right? Good. Okay, put your hands down. So somebody's asked you what you want to be when you grow up. And did you have an answer already? Some of you, yeah? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. As long as you guys have an idea, that's really good because then you're starting to think about something and you got to plan and problem solve to get there. What's most important is that you get to be a person. Be yourself. There is nobody else on the planet that is like you, right? So if you're an artist, there's nobody else on the planet that can make that weird little mark the way that you did. Somebody can try to copy it, but it's never going to be the same. So that's kind of cool. You can apply that same idea to any job that you do. So say you're a pizza maker. There's a lot of pizza makers out there, but you are the only one that can make a pizza the way that you do. And that's the most important thing. Because everybody likes pizza, right?
I do like
A heart pizza? See, there you go. That could be a really big deal. I don't think I've ever seen a heart pizza. So if you made a business and you love pizzas, but you made them heart-shaped, could be the next biggest pizza business ever. You just never know. But that's hard because you're being creative and you're thinking about it. Okay, hold on a second. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, since I'm an artist, I'm supposed to talk to you about my job. I had lots of jobs to get to where I am today to be an artist. In fact, at one point, I was a pizza maker. I washed cars. I worked in restaurants, helping serve things, clean things. I worked in building stuff, all kinds of things. The point is I always got to be myself, and that's the most important thing. So remember, just be yourself no matter what you're doing. Now, why do we have art? Anybody, one person. Why is there art?
to entertain people and to see how great you draw.
Totally. So some of it is about expression. So the artist gets to express themselves and show you an idea or something like that. And that's hopefully going to be kind of entertaining, or maybe make you feel something or think something different. So art's kind of important because it helps change the way that you look at something, right? So art, where did art come from? Well, you answered one. Let's ask another one. Where did art come from? Where do you think? It's a tricky one. Any ideas? Who knows? That's kind of weird. Where did art come from? I don't know. I didn't think about this too much. Painting. Okay, so one person somewhere in history said, I want to pass on an idea to you, but maybe I don't know how to talk. And that other person doesn't know what you're saying. Kind of weird. So he was like, oh, like this. And the other person went, oh yeah, okay, I know what that is. What is that?
A person.
Right. So now they're communicating. Maybe they didn't even speak the same language, but they showed a picture of something and they both understood. So that means, right there by itself, that means I can go anywhere in the world and I can draw that and somebody's going to understand I mean person. Right? Okay, now that's not enough of a message, so they want to communicate some more. So you guys think about the cavemen, right? And they're in the caves and they're cold at night and they want to tell stories to each other, but they don't speak the same language maybe. So they're telling a story about their day. One guy draws this and he puts this in his hand. Ooh, what's that?
A shovel.
A what?
A shovel.
Could be a shovel.
Or maybe it could be a hunting material.
Ooh, yeah, could totally be.
Arrow.
And this is easy to draw, right? Okay, hold on. So now they're sitting there talking and said, I had an arrow today. I was a human. I went out in nature.
Josh, you can come over here.
What is that?
It's an animal, right? Maybe you can't tell. If it was a camel, maybe I would have put some.
Maybe you could draw a dinosaur.
Could be a dinosaur, because there might have been dinosaurs then. Who knows?
Maybe
But the point is, art came from a need to communicate. So a guy drew this, guy drew that. Oh, okay, we've got hunting or man working with animals somehow. So they started to create communication, and that's where art came from. They needed to express themselves almost like a language. So this is just like learning to write the alphabet or something else, but everybody can do this. And even if we all speak the same language, different languages in the world, we can always use art to communicate. That's kind of cool, huh? Even if you never learned to speak French, you could go to France and you could draw a picture of a piece of bread and be like, I'm hungry, right? Okay, cool. Do you guys have questions now?
No.
Give you 1 second to ask me a couple questions. Okay, what? Good.
That's it. Time's up.
So, did you ever have an adult or anybody in your life say, oh, I can't even draw a stick figure? Did you ever hear anybody say that?
No.
You never heard anybody be like, I'm not, oh, you're such a good artist. I can't even draw a stick figure.
So I'm not a good artist, but I tried, right? That's what I say. But I tried.
Yeah? You had somebody say that to you? Look, I am an artist, and this is not the most beautiful drawing I've ever done in my life, but I did a good job of explaining this is a human, that's an animal, right? So we're communicating. So it's not about how good it is, it's are you getting the message across? Are you communicating? Question.
How are you making the buckle in
What's your question? It's a secret. You'll have to keep working on it. You forget again? To do a stick figure? You do. Okay, we're gonna play a quick, really fun game. She brought some paper.
Yep, we have some paper.
I just need one piece of paper and one pencil. And maybe something hard to put on it, so I'm gonna pass it around. It's kind of like tic-tac-toe. Oh, here's a perfect.
And I'll look for a blanket.
That's good. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a little bit of an art game. And this isn't about make it look like something. This is about all of us gonna collaborate together. So I'm gonna pass around a piece of paper. I'm gonna make one little squiggly mark. Now the only rule is, with the pencil, as soon as you put it on the piece of paper, you can only make one mark. So if you want to make one tiny mark like that, that's okay, but that's one mark. Or you can go one mark. Okay? So you can make it go around the paper, but just make one mark. So it doesn't matter if you want to make a squiggly one, you want to make a spiky one, but you can't do dots because that's 5 marks. If you choose to do a dot, that's 1 mark. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to make 1 mark, and then I'm going to pass it to you, and then you're going to add to that mark. So you're going to pick up where I left off. So you're going to find one of the ends, and then you're going to make your own mark. Okay? And then you're going to pass it to the next one, and then you're going to pick up on either that end or that end, and you can cross over if you want to. It doesn't have to stay in the lines. There's no
That
rules.
looks like a dinosaur tail.
So it's already starting to look like something, right? So who knows? Maybe by the end we pass this all the way around, and then we can look at it kind of like looking at the clouds and see if we got an image in there. Sounds cool? Let's try it.
So they'll just need 1 pencil?
Just 1 pencil.
Awesome.
Start down. Oh, let me make the first mark.
So Mr. Seth is gonna make a mark. And I have a question, Mr. Seth. Does it need to touch another mark?
That just kind of makes it fun. So if you
Oh,
find
okay.
where one mark ended and just start there and keep going,
Okay.
but it can cross over, that's okay.
You draw
Fun.
the jacket.
Oh, I shouldn't put the pencil on there. Jeez.
Can you draw a pencil?
Yeah, so here we go. Let's see, what should I do? Don't think about it too much. In fact, you don't even have to look.
Okay.
Ooh.
So now I'm going to give it to
Mr.
you,
Seth made a mark.
and you start either right there or right there, and you just make a mark. Don't think about it too much. Just make a mark and then pass it on.
I think Mr. Jello's gonna borrow this idea.
It's super fun. Now the reason I'm showing you guys this is because as an artist right now, I am teaching other artists how to collaborate and paint murals on walls.
What does collaborate mean?
This is exactly what you're doing right now, and it means working together. It means working together to make one big thing. So many hands makes easy work, right? So if I go and I paint a mural by myself, it might take me a week and it might really hurt my back and I might sweat a lot in the sun. But if I have 3 or 4 other artists helping me work on the same thing, maybe we can get it done in like 1 or 2 days. And then we can go do another mural after that. So that's collaborating. It's when you work together to make one big thing all together. So that's what you guys are doing right now. Find a spot there where the line ends and then just keep going. So,
I have a question. I'm sorry.
no, you're okay.
Do you have a mural somewhere on Kauai that our friends could look?
Maybe. Do you guys know what a mural is?
Yeah.
Remember when
What's a
Mrs. Dia
mural?
showed us the murals?
Something when you put on the wall.
Yeah. Something that you should probably get in trouble for when you're a kid, right? I got in trouble for it when I was a kid. And this is where my mom can maybe tell you a short story. I'll let you do it. I'll do it because your stories are a little longer than mine. True. When I was actually I was a little younger than you guys. My dad had just painted a fresh coat of white paint down the hallway in our house. And I went and I found some of my mom's lipstick and I made a nice big mural down the wall, and I got in a lot of trouble. I did not know when I was 3, 4 years old or whenever I did that I was going to be doing that as a profession later on.
Journey, your turn.
So that's why I started by saying, you guys just be yourselves, because who knows? That might end up being what you do later on.
It was a marker.
It was
Maybe we can
lipstick.
look.
It was lipstick, like red,
Bright red
pink.
lipstick. And it did
Oh,
not
lipstick.
come off. You could not wash it off. We had to repaint the whole
Yep,
wall.
we had to repaint.
So your teacher asked me if there's a mural around that you might have seen. Is there one here?
Yeah.
There is?
There's a
Right
pop-
What does
there.
it look like?
Right there.
No, not here.
Think about when Mrs. Villa took us around the school and we looked at murals around the school. On the walls or
Oh
painted walls.
yeah. It looks like it's silk.
Here, Jamie, your turn.
I definitely helped with the mural that's outside of your cafeteria.
Oh.
You know, the big one with the horses that looks like a bookshelf, and then on the bottom it says, "We are."
We have
Yes,
a
we are
I helped with that one.
we
So what's neat about that is that I get to come and I get to talk to you guys. I get to help you guys put really nice messages up on the walls so that you have positive thinking and influences in your life, right? So that's where my job gets really exciting. I get to collaborate. I get to help spread messages of positivity, or things that make people think about things. Now, mural painting specifically came from a background where people were spreading ideas. They wanted to show something about politics or religion or hardship between, working hard, working class people and things like that. So they were spreading messages through these big images. What you got? Oh, okay, we'll stick it over here. Where's the piece of paper? How's it going?
I think we
Oh,
have
looking
about
good.
3 more.
Couple more?
Yeah. And then it'll end with Joshua, then Joshua, you can walk it up to Mr. Seth.
Oh man, we're running out of
Yeah.
time.
We are right at 8:23. Quickly. Joaquin,
I can
please
see you
don't
guys are thinking
micromanage
about
her.
it. Well, while we have just a few more minutes,
Like a heart.
I want to know if you guys have any questions about artists specifically, because I have had a lot of jobs, but today I'm here to talk to you about being an artist. And I'm telling you also that all of those jobs are important because it makes you who you are. What's your question? Well, why did the caveman make this? Yeah, just to communicate an idea. So the mural that you have out there is about being good, honest, hardworking people, right? And that's what I want to end things with. The most important thing, you guys. Listen, this is the most important thing I can tell you today. Okay, ready? There's 3 really important things that you should be and apply to anything that you do, any job, any homework that you do. Ready? Work hard, try your best. If it's too easy, then you probably should try something a little bit harder. Easy stuff is easy. You want to do something that's a little bit harder because it's going to make you stronger. Okay, the next thing, then keep trying. Hard things are worth trying to do. Keep trying. So the second thing, work hard. Second thing is be honest. Be true. If you're feeling uncomfortable about something, share that with somebody. You don't have to hide it. You can talk about it. So be honest. Be true to yourself. And then help others. When you help others, everything gets easy. Right? Isn't it nice to have some help? If you guys wreck your room, wouldn't it be great if your parents would come in and help you clean it up? Yeah, but they didn't make the mess, did they?
No, it was us.
Okay, cool. What do we got here? You guys see anything?
Oh yeah. Wow. Looks like an octopus.
Totally. I see an octopus. There's like tentacles and stuff right here.
No, it
and like
kind
a
of looks
head.
like a pterodactyl forming
There's
into a
a-
bigger one.
There's like a dinosaur head right here at the eye. Well, what happens if we turn it this way?
Oh, it kind of looks like octopus. Yeah, it
Still
looks like.
an octopus? does it?
But turn it upside
Upside down? Okay, let's try it.
Oh, that's a heart.
It does. Looks like there's a Cool, huh? So you guys just collaborated on the most original art piece that has ever happened right here, right now. That's pretty cool. Nobody else can make that. You guys did that. That's special.
You can't do that by yourself. You have to do it with a partner or a friend.
I am a professional artist and I could never repeat that.
By yourself.
I could never do that.
By
You
yourself.
guys did that. I know it just looks like scribbles, but that was really cool. And now you can see stuff in there. That's art.
It looks. It kind of can make scribble too. Caveman.
Scribbling can be art. That part confuses me a little bit, but hey. What's your question?
We were talking about art, and I know how caveman did art. They don't use any kind of pencil or paint stick. They use rocks.
Yeah.
And they attach it to sticks. They make it sharper.
Mhm.
And they make something to smash it on the wall, and then they make cracks on the wall and that's how they do art to
It's cool,
show how
huh?
they do their life.
Okay. I think we have time for 2 more questions.
Joshua?
I know it's for art. You paint some horse, pigs,
Oh, yeah.
and elephants, and dogs,
That's right.
and flowers.
Anything that you can imagine. That's probably what I like about art the most, because you can go out and take photographs of things And there's some artists that can make paintings that look so good that it's like a photograph, but I think the magical part of artwork is when you can use your imagination and create things that you don't really see. Did you have a
Mr. Seth,
question?
I do have a question. I'm wondering if our class wanted to make a beautiful mural up in our building, way up yonder.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if you would help us
Yes, ma'am.
or point us to other artists. that
I'm
could
actually
help us.
working on a program right now that is inviting all of Kauai's artists to come and participate in a mural event for Lihui. So on Rice Street, at the end of this year, there's going to be a whole bunch of big murals.
From you?
And they're going to be artists that collaborate together. No, I'm going to be the director, so I'm going to be helping them. But
Yes.
here's the kicker, here's the
This is
icing
it.
on the cake, is
This is
that
it.
I am taking those artists and I'm creating a team of teachers that want to come to the schools and work with all of you guys to make more murals. What do you think?
Can we do a silent cheer?
You guys are awesome. I'm so happy to have time with you today. I don't know.
And then Joaquin, can you give this to us?
Oh, thank you very much. I was very honored to be with you.
That was awesome. My brother is an artist.
One more of these?
Ah, do it.
It disappears in the beard. Okay guys, one last thing for you to work on for the rest of the day.
One last
Put
thing.
your hands together. Put your fingers in like this,
What?
and then twist.
What? I can do that. I can do it. Just do this.
Oh, I
Good.
can go too.
Apply creative problem solving and maybe you'll figure it out.